Hey everyone, I'm Patel, and today I'm going to share with you what you should do to get more e-commerce sales today. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe. That way, when I release more videos like this, you'll get notified. Question for you, how many of you are struggling to generate sales from your e-commerce product? If you are, leave a comment below with yes. If you're not, leave a comment below with no. The reason I ask this is sales isn't as easy as just throwing up a site, throwing a landing page, and saying, hey, everyone go check out my product and buy it. Telling your friends on Facebook, hey, I started this store, buy my products. Doesn't really work, sadly. Even though someone could be your best friend, they're probably not gonna buy your product. And if you tell them to, they may do it, but it's gonna make your relationship with your friend awkward. So what should you do? Well, there's a few things you need to do, but it all revolves around one thing. So step one, let's survey your audience. Why aren't you converting? Why aren't people buying? Well, you have your own ideas. I have my own ideas. But you know what? None of them are really good. Opinions don't matter. All that matters is what your potential customers are telling you. By surveying them through tools like Hotjar and SurveyMonkey, you can end up finding out why people are converting and why they're not. The people that aren't, when you ask them questions like, what else would you like to see on this page? Why didn't you buy this product? They'll tell you why. Once you get 30, 40, 50 responses, you'll have a good understanding of the changes you need to make. If you don't answer the objections that your potential customers are having, you're not going to convince them to buy your product. This is why 99% of your website traffic doesn't convert into a sale. And this is also why when you run paid advertising, you're like, wait, I'm spending all this money, but for some reason, the numbers aren't working out. I'm spending more money than I'm making. But the moment you survey people, you'll now know the changes you need to make. And step two, make those changes. But just don't make them to your landing page. You need to run an A/B test. Because sometimes when you have this data and you even make those changes, it doesn't necessarily help you with sales. I know that sounds bad, but you may not have enough survey responses, or the change you made could be a bad one, or you didn't make it right. There's so many reasons why sometimes things just don't work out. But when you run an A/B test through tools like Crazy Egg, and you can do it through a WYSIWYG editor, in other words, you don't need to be technical, what you'll find is it'll tell you, did those changes help you increase the sales, or did they hurt your sales? The next thing I want you to do is, after you run your A/B test, by this time you should see good results, I want you to resurvey your audience. Find out what other changes can I make to improve this page. By doing that, you're gonna get more feedback because you've just already adjusted your page. By continually getting feedback and going through this whole process over and over again, you'll start noticing that you're gonna be getting more sales. The fourth tip I have for you is don't just survey people on your product page or your home page, look at your checkout flow as well. Survey people when they're on your checkout page and find out from them if they're there idle for like 40 seconds, 50 seconds, a minute, and they're not doing anything, what else could we do to convince you to buy? When you get that feedback from people, you can then go and modify your checkout pages where a lot of e-commerce stores have a ton of drop-off. In many cases, a lot of e-commerce stores are seeing 70, 80, 90% drop-offs just on their checkout page. And by improving it based on the feedback you're getting from people, you'll notice that your conversions can go up. And again, you don't want to just make the changes, you got to run another test through Crazy Egg. Because when you do an A/B test, this ensures that the changes you're making are going to provide you with more revenue. So if you follow that whole process, what you'll find is your overall e-commerce sales will go up. Now, when you're running these tests, you're running these surveys, you don't want to just get survey data over a day. Do it over a period of time. 4 days, 5 days, 7 days. You need to have at least 30 to 50 responses. When you get quantity, you'll start seeing patterns, and you want to focus on the patterns. You don't want to focus on that one person who tells you, I don't like the color of your site. You want real tangible feedback like, the reviews weren't that great, or I couldn't really tell what kind of product I was getting because your pictures were blurry. When you get a lot of feedback, that's when you know that's when you should make that changes, because multiple people told you that issues with the same thing. Now, if you're having issues growing your e-commerce site still after you ran all of these steps, check out my ad agency, Patel Digital, where we help e-commerce businesses grow. And if you enjoyed watching this video, like it, share it, tell other people about it, subscribe to the channel. If you're still confused, lost, leave a comment below. I'll answer and help you out. Thank you for watching.